All right.
Just get your reaction to hearing 16 years for.
It was still difficult. I mean, it's like they said, whatever time is given, it's never going to be enough. The family mentioned Kyle's a good guy. He puts others beyond himself, but obviously he didn't do that for us. He hurt us in more ways than most people know. 16 years, I mean, it's a long time, but it's not a long time at the same time. It's everything was hard to hear overall. But yeah, it's difficult. It's just difficult.
Any relief at the end of a long court process? This has gone on for years now since your father's disappearance. Does this bring any sort of closure today?
It's relief that we don't have to explain or hear the same story over and over, relive everything over and over, but at the same time, we are still living through the pain. It hasn't been easy, especially with special holidays coming up. It's especially difficult. Relief is just not having to do a certain part of the process anymore. It's not real relief, but it's something.
Do you expect Mr. Pietz to ever disclose where your dad's body is?
If he wants to prove that he's actually a good guy, then I hope he does. And I encourage him to prove that he's the man that everyone says he is. So far, he hasn't proved it, though. But I encourage it.
On the topic of closure, without your dad being able to come home and without his body being recovered, how much is your family really still looking for it, despite hearing today's conviction?
What do you mean, like looking for it? Like
just in terms of closure.
I mean, if we found him, like, my daughter would meet him. All of us would say goodbye. Everyone should be able to say goodbye. Doesn't matter who. Everyone should be able to say goodbye. It would mean the world to us. It's I don't know. It'd be something.
Justice Bond mentioned that, the family really misses your father, paraphrasing, but that those words weren't enough to describe the loss. So, I mean, given you're here at court today, what are you thinking about your father, and what kinds of things are you thinking about when it comes to the man he was and who we heard about in court?
In different ways, we all think about him every day. I'm a father. He was my father. How do I raise my daughter the way he raised us? My brother's the man of the house. How does he do his job? And my mom, I mean, is her husband. Every day is a day that he's missed. There's special occasions, but I mean, those are just added pain. Every day is a day we miss him. I mean, he was important to us. I mean, he is important to us.
And I mean, we've asked you this before, but what stands out about your father to you?
He cared. He cared. He was tired, but he'd make sure that his tiredness doesn't get in the way of how he cared for us. He loved everyone and wanted to make everyone know that they were loved. He tried his best for everyone. And to us, that's what hurts because this was the reward he got, and it's not something that someone deserves.
You spent some time with the Crown after the case was over this morning. What did they tell you about how things moving forward?
They pretty much they said they loved meeting us. It's just that under the circumstances, they would have loved to meet us in a different way. They also prepared us for what Kyle may be preparing himself to do with trying to get out. I mean,
And how are you in that prospect? I'm assuming you mean of an appeal.
an appeal or parole or anything in between. It's dread, really. I said there was closure in having to not do a certain part of the process, so in my head it's having to do this all over again. I mean, yeah, it's just dread, really, if we have to do it again.
There are obviously a lot of people standing behind you right now, and your side of the room was full. Can you talk to me about the support that you've received from friends and family today, but I'm sure you've also felt that support through this process?
I mean, the people today didn't have to take the day off. Unlike us, they had to take vacation. The support has been amazing, not just from family, but strangers. They message us and say, you know what, this shouldn't have happened to anyone, and they feel sorry that it happened to us. I'm thankful for everyone that's here and that couldn't be here. I mean, everyone tried. They messaged us as much as they could, and their support really helped us. It was easier to have them here than not here, because during trial when they weren't here, it was definitely a lot more heavier on our hearts. Good?
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Mean, but if I don't see you guys again. I hope I don't have to, but if I do, thank you for all the support. No worries. I'll shake your hand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks
No
for always
worries.
talking with us.
Yeah.
Ready?